Okay. What kind of statement can I make after that? We never gave ourselves a chance to win. It was very much the opposite of what I think a lot of people anticipated that match to be. I don't think either team played particularly well. To be honest, I think Louisville would say the same. And I talked about before the game that first contact would be very, very important, serve and pass, and it was the story of the match. We never gave ourselves a chance. So with that, I'll take questions.
You mentioned that first contact. You tell us all the time. Aggressive serve and first line of defense. I think 13 serves in the match. 5 in that first set. And, in key situations where it seemed like we could have swung momentum. Is that just being a young team early in the season, or I guess what do you take from that?
Yeah, it is. Look, it is. I mean, this is about as nightmarish a box score as you could look at. I mean, no aces and 13 errors. I mean, that alone keeps you from having a chance to win games. And then, in serve receive, we had 9 reception errors. We just didn't handle the ball well on first contact. And so, as I talked about before the game, when you handle it poorly on first contact, then you become predictable. And, Callie Bauer, as a young setter, she was running her tail off out there like crazy, trying to keep us in some kind of an offense. She did fine. You've got to put the ball in her hands and give us a chance to run our offense, and we just simply didn't do it tonight. If you would have told me before the match that Louisville was going to hit a 183, I would tell you we might get them tonight. Like, that's defensively, that part of it is really, really good. It's about the only thing that's good coming off this box score. But anybody that knows volleyball knows you got to take care of first touch, and we certainly didn't do that tonight.
Kind of going off on the flip side of that, like you said, they had 9 aces, I believe 4 in the first set. It seemed like they really went after your freshman early on. That might be expected, young player first match. I guess how do you just try to keep battling through that as things go on?
I love Abby Schaefer. Abby Schaefer is going to be a very, very good player here at Western Kentucky. I will not budge from that. I know who she is as a player. This is tough stuff, man. A lot's been put on her with Kelsey getting injured, and her first home game in an environment like that with a team that puts pressure on like that. And she was rattled. There's just no question about it. She had 5 service errors, only 1 dig, 7 reception errors. Those aren't Abby Schaefer numbers. It was just it just got moving too fast for her tonight, but you won't see me waver with that kid. That kid can really play, and she's a great kid, and she will. I have no doubt what that kid will turn herself into throughout her time here. It was just tonight was not her night.
Coach, a huge thanks for Paige, though. Getting that passing kill. What does that mean for her and of course for the program?
Well, the kid she's probably going to finish with 1,000 kills and 1,000 digs and 1,000 whatever else is on the stat sheet. She just does so much, and it was nice to see her get it in an environment like that. And I can't possibly thank the city of Bowling Green and the Western community for coming out and supporting us like they did, and our entire marching band. And it was just a phenomenal atmosphere for our kids to play in. And I wish we could have given them a better product out there tonight, but it wasn't our kids not ready to play. It wasn't our kids not trying or not. It was just, I told you we're replacing 7 players. And the kids that we do return, kids like Lauren and Katie, like they get that third touch. So it means you got to get through those first 2. And we just never really were able to get them into the game. And this was just, we weren't ready for. That's the best way to say it. We weren't ready for this moment yet. But I hope people around college volleyball think that that's who we are, because we'll see you later is all I can tell you, because I know what our team is and I know what our makeup is, and we weren't ready for this moment yet. And it's my job to get in the gym and help them continue to grow and learn, and let them know that the sky didn't fall, and we just got to get back up and keep grinding, and we will. We knew who we were coming in. We know that when it goes bad ball control wise, we don't have the depth to have places to turn. We are what we are, but I like our kids, and we'll just stick around. You know, we'll get back to a moment like this again, and we'll be a much different team.
You know, Coach, going back to the first set, you guys got down 9-1 or 9-2 really quickly. What was your message to the girls in that timeout? Because after that, it seemed like they kind of got comfortable, got in that groove, and, you know, maybe.
Yeah, just the whole match, every timeout was the same thing. To settle. I did two things. We talked about just trying to settle down, and I just reinforced technique stuff. I reinforced the things that they needed to be doing to try to get their minds to slow down and do the right things. But when you look at that match, Katie Howard is a sophomore, Katie, Cam, Abby Schaefer, those kids have never handled the ball here in serve receive. The only vet we have out there is Paige Briggs. And, they went away from Paige Briggs and made all those young kids handle the ball. And they just have to settle in and trust their training and lean on those things. And when we do, I told them, the first half of the third set was the best we played. And in terms of ball handling. And you look up at the score, and it's 12-12 halfway through the game. And then, boom, here come the breakdowns, and all of a sudden they get the separation they need.
Kind of talking about the whole match, what do you guys take away going into the rest of the season? Because, it feels like, kind of like you said, the sky's not falling down for this team, but this is only the first game of the season. What do you guys take away from this night?
Well, it was a missed opportunity, because I think Louisville, again, I think they would say they didn't play at an elite level tonight. For them, they are certainly an elite level team. And I think it was a missed opportunity. I think if we handle the ball better, I think we're in it. I think we're probably still out there playing. And so it's just a missed opportunity and a big moment with a lot of eyes on us. And, there'll be a lot of people that'll probably think we're going to go away, but I'll appreciate every one of them later in the year, when they see that we don't, because we just have to attack it. We're not going to hide from it. Our program doesn't hide from things, and we know what put us in the position we were in tonight, and we got to be better doing it moving forward.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.